Hey you guys, it's Ari from Let's Get Personal by Ari Squared. Good morning. It is 7 a.m., which is very late for me. I was just doing some cleaning this morning and I got this transfer yesterday, and I did bring my stuff to the store and I saw this and thought about how to incorporate it with Valentine's Day, and so I came up with something, I think. So, and plus I keep saying to you guys that we sell two-sided boards and I never use the other side. So today we're going to use the other side. So the transfer says the best thing in life to hold on to, or the best thing to hold on to in life is each other, right? And apparently it's a quote by Audrey Hepburn. And here's our small heart. I already wrote on the front of it so that we didn't have to go through that. So that's ready to go. This is going to be a short one. And here's our two-sided sign. Usually I use this side, and then I turn it over and tell you all it's a two-sided sign and I don't know what to do with the other side, that I've never used it. Well, I'm not going to be able to say that anymore because today we're going to use the other side. Because I think I wanted this to really pop. So I thought about using the other side and then, you know, painting that black or maybe red, and I just wanted the white. So this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to use, and I was a little reluctant to do this because sometimes my black shimmer, it's called shimmer shadow, is pretty wet. Although actually I think I set it out to dry it out a little bit. Okay, because it was bleeding under the transfer because it was so wet, but I do think I set it out to dry it out. So our reds can be very runny. And for whatever the reason, my shimmer shadow was runny. So if that should happen, or if maybe you're trying to add water because your chalk paste is thick, and then maybe you add too much water and it's runny, all you have to do is leave it out for a couple of hours with the top off, and the water will actually evaporate fairly quickly. You know, a couple hours, like I wouldn't leave it out overnight because then you might end up with, you know, hard chalk again. But that's what I did, and actually it worked. It was fine. So I've not used this before. So I'm going to get, I am going to get my fuzzing cloth. And you don't have to use, we sell them in my store right above my head, but you don't need to use our fuzz cloth. This morning earlier I did a quick sign and it was a new transfer and I didn't have my fuzz cloth right handy, so I just stuck it on my shirt. I did too. I stuck one on my pants and one on my shirt, which you can do. That's fine. I wouldn't suggest doing it if like you have a ton of animal hair on you, because that's really hard to get off the transfer and it will affect your chalking. Or you can use, you know, a dish towel, a bath towel, anything really with fuzz on it. So I'm going to take this off its backing sheet. Ooh. Okay, so this is made with our old material, I can tell. It's thicker, and listen. Like, oh boy, this is so sticky. So I'm going to lay it on my cloth, and all I'm going to do is, you know, push it down real hard. All I'm trying to do is get a layer of fuzz on the back of this transfer, because our transfers are self-adhesive silkscreen, reusable transfers. So the reason you fuzz it the first time you use it is because they can tend to be pretty sticky. And if you don't do that, a lot of times it will adhere so tightly to the surface you're working on that when you try to remove it, you almost can't. So you have to really pull on it, and that stretches out the transfer and really ruins it. So you don't want to do that. So you put a thin layer of fuzz on the back to take away some of that sticky. Look how sticky that is. All right, now sometimes once is enough. Once is totally not enough with this one. So I'm going to do it a couple more times. So that's all you do. You're looking to get it, you still want it to be sticky because you don't want it moving around while you're using it. but you want to be able to get it off. So, you know, when it feels like it's not quite as sticky as it used to be, then it's good to go. Again, once is usually enough. Sometimes you got to do it 3-4 times. And it does not ruin the life of the transfer. I'm not sure how it works, but you can still use it. They still stick. And, you know, I don't know. Okay, so hear how that's way less sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. All right, now this is an 8.5 by 11 long transfer. And I think normally people would probably use it this way on this board. But I'm not going to, because I want to make room on this side to put my heart. So I'm going to use it over here. And I'm going to try to get Audrey's name in there, because, you know, it is her quote. I like to credit things where crediting is due. Okay. So again, I'm just rubbing this down. I don't want any air between the transfer and my surface. That's how you get bleeding, which is where the ink seeps past the screened area and you get, like, you know, blotches instead of nice crisp lines. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to try to make sure that, you know, all the air is out. You know what, I probably should have looked at this first to make sure it's even. I used the side and it looks even, but I guess it's even. Okay, so now I'm going to take my mixing stick. Typically you would want to take your mixing stick, and let me just refresh my page, which I forgot to do. Give me 1 second. Uh-oh. Almost lost it there. Hey, boss, how are you? Good morning. So typically you would want to stir your chalk paste to make sure that it's the consistency of yogurt, but generally you don't have to do that with shimmers. Oh my God, I wish every paste looked like this. Look at how beautiful that is. I wish everyone looked like that. All right, so I'm just going to apply some here to the transfer, and that's probably way more paste than I need. But anything that you don't use or any excess that gets put on there, I assume, good morning, Colleen, thanks for joining. I assume you're going to be, you know, good to go, negative. So any excess in chalk that you have, you're just going to remove and put back in your jar for use at another time. So then you take a squeegee and you just drag that paste along the screened areas of the transfer. Yeah, this will be really quick. If everything goes right, I should probably say. Okay, so there's extra here. I'm gonna just put it back in my jar. Let me take this stick out too. Okay, where'd my, okay. And then I'm gonna do the same thing again to remove the excess that's still on the transfer. Because I can still see like thick areas. Colleen, did this transfer for you ever come back to life after you left it soaking in water? Just curious. Because this is, I just got this yesterday, and this is with the old material. And I thought that was okay to do with the old material. Who knows? Okay, so I'm removing the transfer now. Oh, I love it. And I'm going to put it back on the backer sheet. When you put it on its sheet, you need to put the sticky side to the shiny side. The backer sheet has a shiny side. Let me see if I can get there. Shiny side and a dull paper side. Make sure you put it on the shiny side, because if you don't, you're going to have a really hard time removing it. And how do I know that, you ask? Because I've done that too. Okay. Okay, Zach. Hey, thanks for... Oh, yes, it came back to life. Yay. Thanks for joining, Zach. Have a safe travel home, okay? I'm glad, Colleen. I thought it might, because I know that the old stuff, like even when I started, I remember watching something in a video library where the way they cleaned the transfers, they actually said when you chalk to bring, they brought like a cake pan of warm water to the table with them. And every time they chalked something, they put the transfer in that bed of water. So they actually were soaking it. So that's what I was hoping it would be okay, and I'm glad that it is. Okay, so now back to business. We're almost done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap some, here's my idea, but this ribbon's a little weird. Because I have black glitter, black shimmer paste, I used black with some sparkle in it. I have this black sparkle ribbon, but it's really thick and kind of, I don't know that it's going to lend itself to a nice bow, but I'm going to try. So my idea was to tie this around the heart, put a bow, and then use this little red, because there's red in the heart, thin red ribbon to tie a key on it. And then we're done. So let's see if I can get a bow on this thing. Oh no, I want it wrapped around. I was going to say, oh, maybe I'll just put the bow on top, but I really do want it wrapped around. Okay, so let's see if it's going to... Oh no, I'm going to try to tack it in the back with a little bit of glue because it's so thick. It's like... almost like what's it called? Cardstock. It's that kind of thick. It doesn't feel like fabric. Let me put this back so that my heart will go on when I need it to. Okay, hear it? That's ribbon. And I want it to be in the middle, of course, and I really don't know if this is going to happen. And I don't have any other black. I guess I need black ribbon. I guess I don't think black when I think Valentine's Day, but, you know, a lot of black goes with red really nicely. Oh my, listen to that. I'm telling you, it's like, it really is like cardstock. It's like paper. It is the ickiest ribbon to tie bows with. It's pretty, but I don't need it to be pretty, just pretty. I need it to be pretty and functional. So now I'm just trying to twist it and make it look like, you know, a halfway decent bow. Then I'm trying to get the tails right. Tails I might have to glue down if I keep this. All right, so let me trim the tails and then I'll show you. When you work with glitter ribbon, oh my word, you may as well just take really glitter out of the package and sprinkle it everywhere, because that's what ends up happening. All right, so, and now I'm gonna untack it because I want to be able to move it. All right, so anyway, here's what we have so far. And, oh, it does? All right. It looks like kind of flat to me. But maybe once I put the key on in this red, it'll be all right. So I wanted to, I thought about putting the red like right in the middle of the black, but I think I'm kind of going to wind it around like I would jute. We'll see. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But that's kind of what I was thinking. So you know what, I'm going to move this up a little, and I'm actually going to glue it back down again so that I can move the red around in the heart without losing this. Oh. Well, the good news is, I guess, I won't have to worry about this ribbon collapsing or, you know, getting funky. All right. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back like I had before. Okay, now I know there's a million ways to do things. When I do jute, I tend to not wrap it around in a straight line. I kind of do X's. So that's what I'm going to do. Only I'm going to do it, I think, behind the bow instead of across the bow. Oh, I don't know if I like that idea. I may have to go right in the center of the black. Oh, well, I really didn't take much off. I thought I took a lot off, and I totally did not. All right, so it turns out that it's on the sides. I think I'm going to go straight across the middle of the ribbon. I wouldn't normally do that, but I think this needs to. And I think I'm going to need to tack it down the whole way because this red is so little, so narrow, I'll say. It'll never stay in place. Didn't want to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to run a thin bead of glue and then tack this red, really narrow ribbon to it. This is the ribbon I use for my Christmas ornaments, and also a fundraiser I did for Picatinny Arsenal this year. It was Christmas ornaments, and I had to put a ribbon in each. We made cannon gates, and they were so intricate. They were done with a Glowforge laser printer, laser cutter, I guess it's called. So I had this extra skinny. It's the only thing I can get through the gate to make it to make the ornament hang, unless I used wire, and I thought that looked horrible. Okay, almost there. Okay. Now, all I have to do is attach the heart and the key, and we're done. Hopefully it's going to go the rest of the way without a hitch. There's really not much that we can hitch on here. Okay, so I'm just tying this in a knot to try to secure it. Maybe I'll just tack it down and stop fighting with it. There we go. Okay. So now, here's what we have so far. We have the black with the red going through it. I'm going to attach this key, leave a couple of these hanging off, and then attach it to the board, and hopefully that'll be enough. I took out some heart rhinestones. I just didn't know if it would need anything else, so we'll see. I love, love, love these hearts and these keys and these transfers. This Valentine's Day package has been really great. And the hearts, y'all, if you're going to do hearts, you can leave them out all year round. It's not like Christmas trees, you know, that you've got to kind of pack away. These really can just be left out. They're hearts, you know. So, 1 second. I know, aren't they fun? And I'm going to leave these kind of long. I want them, and I might actually add a few more. I'll have to see if I feel like it needs anything. All right, so I'm going to attach this right here. just getting rid of some strings from the glue. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I know I always over glue because I'm always so afraid that someone's gonna buy it and it's not gonna last. And that would not be good for, that would kill me. I wouldn't sleep at night. I don't sleep at night now. Okay. Although, you know, I don't know. I might be keeping this one. Well, I guess I can make another one. And again, all my projects are always for sale. What can I try doing? Try making the bow using the breast cancer sign method. I don't know that method. You're gonna have to show me when I see you. I don't know that method. Is that like 2 loops? And then, you know, I've heard that said like the rabbit, you know, runs around the ear and then in the hole. Okay. Sounds good. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Here we go. And I think I said this, all my projects are for sale. What do you think? Does it need, I don't think it needs anything. I really don't think anything else needs to be put on this. There's just enough red. The black matches the writing. The white really makes that heart stand out. Thank you, Colleen. I think we're good to go. All right, so real quickly, I didn't say this. If you can sprinkle the video, okay, thank you. If you can sprinkle the video, that's S-H-A-R-E, that's great. And then I'll put your name in my basket. Once a month, I'm going to draw a name out of the basket. And whoever, whoever name I pick, I will get an entire Try Me kit to them. I say Try Me kit. I'm putting it together, so it's not from Chalk Couture. It's all their products, but it'll be a transfer, a surface, chalk pastes that you need, these trays, you know, the mixing trays, the mixing sticks, squeegee. I think that's it. Embellishments, if I think embellishments are, you know, necessary or should be there, I'll include them. So anyway, that's sprinkling the video. And if you do that, just make sure that you write sprinkled in the comments so that I know that you've done that, so that you make sure, we both make sure that your name gets put in the basket. Okay, so again, my products that I make here are for sale. I didn't even think to, I'm sorry y'all, I should have linked the products to the store above me, but I didn't. Hey, look, I'm just learning how to put titles on my videos, so I'm doing good that I'm not sideways anymore, I'm not tilted anymore, and I am not backwards anymore. And now I'm putting, you know, titles on the videos, so eventually we'll do the link the products. But everything I used is above me. If you have any questions, drop them in comments. I'll go back and look, and I'll be sure to answer your questions. Don't forget to check out our Club Couture program and our designership program. I'm also having a heart workshop on February 5th. It's pinned to the top of my page. It's also listed as an event. So if you want to join, it's all the information that you need is on the pin at the top of my page, also on the event, and I hope to see you there. I might see you guys later, but if not, have a great day. And as always, thanks for joining, and I'll catch you on the rebound. Bye.